Hello, I'm back again with another live stream. Hello, I'm back again with another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Another live stream. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. Just checking if you guys are hearing me. I think my audio is still low. If you guys are hearing me. This is the I think my audio is still low. This is the but yeah, because I remember the last time when I was doing the live stream, you guys said I was low, but it could have just been my voice. Yeah, because I remember the last time when I was doing the live stream, you guys said I was low, but it could have just been my voice. Yeah, because I remember the last time when I was doing the live stream, you guys said I was low, but it could have just been my voice. Yeah, because I remember the last time when I was doing the live stream, you guys said. Yeah, so I'm back today with another video, another live stream, and I really didn't have anything planned. I have been working on a few things. The last time I did the live stream, I was working on the desktop app for Survey Manager app, and I actually it was going good. Like there was actually a few people that well, I built the app, so it's working and it's on Gumroad now. It's published. I didn't actually check everything on it, but I made sure that if you download it, you should be able to install it and it works. But like I didn't check all the features because like in development, obviously, if you're developing something, it might not necessarily be um working when you install it on another computer, right? So I did like some checks and made sure that was working, but it still might still have a few bugs in it. But I guess that's a part of the game, right? So yeah, so I'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is what the app looks like. This is an installed app on my computer. And one thing that I realized was when I got it started, the screen came out like this. But if I open like say for instance I open this tab and go back and it breaks that thing that's blocking the screen and then it starts working. It's so weird, but it's like I asked I was trying to fix it, but I just decided okay, it's not really a bad error. It's just when you just open the app, it has that blank screen, so you just have to like open like a tab. I think it's like a rendering thing. So like say for instance, it's not working, then you open this tab and then it starts working. Which I could fix it because I think that indicates like what type of error it is. And I could definitely tell one of my AI assistants that, and then they're like, okay, this is what's causing that. But it's working, you know. It's working fine. I did I did like a I actually didn't do much test on it, but I made sure installing it from the packaged desktop app works. And I also like did most of the workflow for getting it downloaded. So I kind of tested the workflow. When the person purchases it on Gumroad, they would get the file, the extension file to download to install it, and then once they install it, it's gonna ask them to like install for the password and stuff like that, and then they're gonna get that sent to them from me. So yeah, this is what I was working on. This is the Survey Manager desktop app. I think it's a great product. Like imagine a lot the amount of land surveyors that would love to have stuff like this, you know, manage their surveys and stuff. Definitely a useful tool. So it has like a few different themes. Then like even the street view, these are simple tests. The street view was working. So for example, if I click the street view thing, then I click on this road, it's gonna open the street view for this road. So this is like a really small test. Like there's like more comprehensive test that I would need to do. But for example, that's weird because I'm going that way. But basically, that one feature is working fine. Just checking if anybody's in the stream. So that's broken. They start and stop checking for desktop features that shouldn't have been created, so they give like an error, but I'm not gonna fix them. And then if you click this, it's gonna take you to this page, but this is probably not the best way to do this. You should have opened a browser instead, because I'm not even sure if you're able to actually make a request from here, but I guess it opens this. So it might work. I'm not sure. I think it might work, but it's probably not gonna work. But these were supposed to open in the browser, and then just trying to make sure that you guys are hearing me. And then after that, you have these other features that I didn't even check, but I think they might be working. You know, if somebody purchased the app, then I guess they might end up being a tester of it. You know, it's not the best thing, but I guess that makes it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. I guess. I think I just got a post a notification on LinkedIn. See if that's it's not me. But basically, um, because I'm the developer, I should test all of these features, but it's like, man, there's so much things to test. If you click invoices, it's gonna take you there, and then you have payment links that you could use to create a Stripe account, which is it's gonna take you to the browser. And you could create a Stripe account. It says we recommend that you connect a Stripe account, but we don't do it ourselves. So that's how it works. And then this is the upload docs page. It kind of gives you an overview of the app, and then it gives you like an instruction on how to upload stuff. So those are some of the features. It has an instruction manual which is separate from the upload docs thing. The upload docs thing is specific to the upload feature, but this is the overall instruction that tells you how to use the AI assistant and stuff like that. So that's basically some of the features. As I said, it has like these different themes that you could select from. I don't like that one that much, but because the assistant, which if you go to the company settings, this is where you would set up the OpenAI API key and all of the other things that you would need to operate the app, the chat, like the invoicing and a lot of other stuff is gonna be working off of this page, which is the company page. So it's really a great app. I think AI has changed the entire game, because in the past people had to like this app was like a dream for like from 2020 when I did my first job as a land surveyor. I realized that this app is something that could be created, but at the time I didn't have the technology to do it. So now with AI, I'm able to do it. So basically, it's like AI has opened up a lot of different avenues of creation that was blocked. So it's like so crazy because like it's basically shows you that, man, like everything is gonna change pretty soon. Like it's not just that, oh, you could create an app, but a lot of stuff is gonna be changing soon. Because like this is 2026. Like it's crazy because it kind of like works out perfectly. Like 2020, oh, you couldn't have dreamt of creating this because the technology wasn't there. And then like January 2026, it's like nothing to create. It's just something that you could just spin up in a day, which is crazy. As I said, I actually created this in a day. I don't know if you guys were on the live stream, but I literally made this entire app in a day. And it just goes to show you, like AI is really changing up everything. So, um, yeah, like as I said, it has these different themes that you could select, and it's really a powerful app. For example, let me see if I could test out the upload feature. There is that's a great thing to do to kind of test out the app. So yeah, if I go to download, there should be Yeah, so this is how it looks when you upload stuff. As you could see, it fills out the name and it fills out the all of the different forms, right? Fields. But for these are not working. And this is a feature that I fixed it as a feature, but I still kind of failed to I should have added a way to fix it better. For example, I should have added like a way to click on this and then it's gonna say, okay, this didn't generate the right location. Do you want to select it manually? And then that way it does it. And then that ties it back together. But the way I did it is which I think that's a great feature to add to it. Just checking if anybody's on the stream. Maybe a few people will show up soon. But Um, so basically, the way I came up with it is that you would have to be like, okay, you'd have to probably search for something like this. Copy. Basically, you'd have to click search, and then you'd have to. So we have the arbor point part, right? And then probably have this part, and maybe just paste that right there. And the zip code didn't have any zip code. Maybe that's why. I think these are the zip codes. Yeah. So for this one, you just two. So that was an error in the thing that's kind of like something I saw. When you geocode stuff, sometimes it breaks the screen. But it seemed like it's not able to find these these locations. So let's see if we could find them on Google. Maybe let's try to copy this version of the address. See if this one works in the in our software. Oh, this works. So it's 85C view drive. And we have 85C view drive. We have Seaside drive, Sea view drive. Okay, so I'm not sure if we try to edit it, it would work. Sea view drive. but it doesn't seem to allow us to re redo a point. So what I had came up with was you would be able to geocode manually like this, and then you would have to re-enter all of the information. But I'm not sure. Maybe if I copy these, it's gonna be able to add that point manually. Let me check. If I was supposed to copy this like that, and then if I go to Seaside Drive one, and then it doesn't offer the option to add it like that. Even if you go to notes, so we would have to manually do it over. But that's basically how I said it would work. So yeah, so that's basically the software. Really useful. So basically, if it doesn't geocode it manually like this, then the only option is to do it like this. And then you're able to select it, and then you'd have to refill out the form and delete this previous one. There isn't I didn't create a way for you to fix this, which I could have did, but I just didn't. The easiest way would have been to have an option to right click and then click select point, and then you just select this point, and then that way it would be fixed. But that's okay, like either it's there's still simple ways to fix it. So you'd have to just delete these since they don't they don't seem to be working right. You'd have to just There's an option to delete the ones that are not working like that, and then you would have to go back and manually add them, as I said, like this. But I guess you would need that information, so you have to have it available. But that's basically how the software works. So we have like 3 points that's working. If you click on this one, it takes you there. If you click on that, it brings up the location for the thing, and then if you click on that one, it does the same thing. Same thing. So that's basically the software. It has satellite image. It also has a text map. So it renders anywhere you go. It's like an open source text map. So most of the useful features are working, like the foundation is working, right? If you upload a document or you add it manually, then it's gonna store the point for you. You also have the option to manually do it by clicking on a point like this and then filling out the form. So that doesn't depend on the software geocoding it for you. You'd have to, if you feel like it's failing, then you just go to Google, search for your address manually, and then come back and try to do it, try to install it, and try to manual add it. As I said, I showed you guys. So basically, this is the Survey Manager app. See if I could open FolderCopilot desktop. Start playing some music. It's crazy that I've been live streaming for like half an hour and nobody has come on the stream is it? I need to get my stream game up. It's crazy, right? My stream game. But it's true. I need to definitely get my stream game up. But this is the desktop version of Survey Manager app. I have the web version, and I also have the web version, and I also have the desktop version, and I have the hugest version. Really interesting use of AI. Basically gave me the power to create a software that wasn't available before, but it definitely helps surveyors with their workflows. Really useful tool. It's gonna help a lot of firms, I think. The real problem is marketing for me with this. It's just like there's a lot of things to market. I have like a million projects that I need to work on. But I'm gonna still continue. Just checking if anybody came onto the stream. Man, seems like Sunday isn't the best time to stream. Everybody's at church. So I was thinking about doing a different kind of thing today. Maybe I would. What I was thinking was going over some YC companies, and then kind of just vibing. So this is some companies that recently got into YC. You have this company that just got in. Acts as an intelligent hub that helps healthcare systems collate their data across fragmented sources and make intelligent predictions. EOS AI, the autonomous operating system for healthcare. So these are the new companies that got in. what do you guys think about EOS AI? Then you have invariant interpretability, interpretability, and reasoning for foundation models. Working on interpretability infrastructure for foundation models. My background is in AI and bioengineering research at places like Stanford, MIT, Inceptive, and NASA. So, what do you guys think about this company? I was working on seeing an agentic workspace messaging and collaboration platform for teams and companies that move fast. I think I saw. I'm not sure if I saw this one on LinkedIn, but let's see if they have product open. So they do have the product open. So that's great, right? It's not just like it's not just like something that's not created as yet. Agentic workspace messaging, where your team and AI work is one. Built for fast-moving teams, defining the new standard for AI for work predictability. Workspace agents that talk, monitor, and execute all in one place naturally. Collaborate AI sessions. I think there was a guy that was working on something like this. That was on a Discord group I was in. Started streaming a bit late today, so that's why. Right, so this company seems interesting. Full workspace context and connects to your apps. Thesis. Every great company is in history as was built on one thing, communication. We believe in a future where human AI communication is the standard for modern teams and organizations for work. So this is what they're building. It's pretty interesting, but it it's I'm not sure if it's gonna be really useful because I still don't understand how they're gonna use the AI to do stuff. I guess, but it does seem interesting. Like I guess it's basically like Microsoft Teams, but instead of just messaging your team member, you message an AI agent or something. That's like a team member also or something. I don't know, but it's kind of weird, but it's interesting. And then you have to continue, but it doesn't seem to be a way for me to get back to the screen where I'm able to see the search that I did. So I have to go back like this. If I go back like, oh yeah, that works. Okay. Coffee, an AI automation that writes themselves. That's interesting. Moses Wayne. Okay, I thought it said Moose Wayne. That's weird. Moses Wayne. So I'm still here. I'm just working on this project. No, nobody's coming to the stream. I guess it's because I started late. So now I have to go late. But this is the next company we're looking at. Its name is Kofia. It says we learn how you work and proactively create tailor-made autonomous automations you can deploy without you ever writing a prompt or relying on X for automation inspo. We learn how you work and proactively create tailor-made automations. Oh, so these are some interesting companies. This one is interesting, I guess, because the reason why is because I need to get help with my stuff too. Because that's a weird thing. Their banner changes at the top when you scroll like that. It's weird. Kofi demo. He's demo Kofi.
Introducing Kofia, AI automations that write themselves. It securely learns how you work and proactively builds personalized automations that take work off your plate and do tasks just like you would. Take a sales rep, building prospecting lists, copying from the internet, pasting into a spreadsheet, enriching with search and Salesforce data. Again and again. Kofia comes to the rescue when you're doing it manually. It knows how you've done this in the past and is now offering you a custom-built automation for this use case. Review it, launch it. Your automation now handles it all. 400 leads found with the exact process you usually follow. Now take a recruiter, posting the same job to 5 boards. Copy, paste, format, repeat. Kofia says, hey, I know you want to post this in all boards. I can take over. All you need is one click. Review, launch. 30 minutes saved per posting. Or a marketer stitching together Monday morning reports from Google Ads, Facebook, HubSpot. Kofia knows you do this every morning and offers to help. Now you can enjoy your coffee instead. The magic? You never wrote a prompt. You never described your workflow. Kofia never asked. It learned and built agents tailored to your work. Ready to see what it can take off your plate?
Well, that's interesting. It's a good demo, I guess. Then you still scroll how it works. Fulfilling is the way you write in the background. with a finger, who you can trust. That's interesting. It seems to have messed up my it's one of those ones that mess up your browser thing when you're so now I'm gonna have to do that to get out of it. I mean I could close it out. Yeah, it's one of those ones that mess up your thing. So I'm still going through Mango Medical builds agentic surgical planning AI for orthopedic surgery. Deliver surgeon ready 3D plans in minutes instead of days. Yeah, this is 3D plans. So they do like medical stuff regarding 3D plans. Uh, and how to step. Uncover repetitive tasks and automate them. So it's basically almost the same thing like that last company. That's crazy. How to step. Uncover repetitive tasks for AI. Uncover repetitive tasks. Yeah, we're not gonna play that one, but every company wants to deploy AI agents, but most none have a way to identify their best use case. Other step is a desktop app that installs across your organizations to surface repetitive high cost tasks that fly under the radar. You rank them by cost and impact so you know what's worth automating and build or find the right fix, whether that's an AI agent processing change or an existing tool. So basically, that's says the bottleneck isn't tooling anymore. It's discovery without visibility into what people actually do all day. Automation effects are at shots in the dark. Other step is the layer that makes agents deployment rational instead of random. Automation vendors start with the solution and hope you know the problem. We start with the problem. It's like the pitch deck. I'm not gonna read that, but basically, um, other step is a desktop app installed across your organization to surface repetitive high cost tasks that fly under the radar. You rank them by cost and impact so you know what's worth automating. Then build or find the right fix, whether that's an AI agent, a process change or existing tool. That's interesting. The problem is a lot of people don't even like the repetitive tasks that a lot of people do. I think a much better way to term it is like say a lot of people have repetitive tasks that they don't even do because it's repetitive, so they have basically stopped doing it. Like managing your subscribers. A lot of people don't even manage their subscribers, especially these vibe coders that build these apps. Sometimes they get like 100 subscribers and they don't send out emails every day to them or every week. So I think like what this company needs to do, the one that we just looked at, is try to focus on helping people actually start these tasks that they have totally stopped doing because they're so repetitive. This is another company, AI native operating system for med spas. That's interesting. AI native operating systems for med spas. Poly schedule patients on platform zero duct tape. Yeah, these are some really interesting companies. Thanks for showing up. I'm going over some YC companies today. I just went over this last company. It's AI native operating system for med spas. This is the winter 2026 batch. So it's the current batch that basically is finished or is basically finished right now. So the next batch is gonna be the spring 2026 batch, which I applied for. So I was just kind of going over a few of the companies that um, were in the last batch. But there's also another page that is really important. I think it's on the resource request for startups. That's and they have verified founders. What is verified founders? That's interesting. Request for startups. This is for the spring 2026. They have some different AI native hedge funds. You have Cursor for product managers. Over the last few years, we have seen an explosion in AI tools for writing code. Cursor for Claude and Claude Code are great for helping team build software. Writing code is only part of the building of a product. Every successful product requires product management. So this is the request for startups, and basically this is for the 2026 spring batch AI native agencies. AI native agencies have always been crazy hard to scale, low margins, slow manual work, and the only way to grow is to add more people. But AI changes this. Instead of selling software to customers to help them do the work, you can charge way more by using the software yourself. That's why agencies in the future will work more like software companies. That software margins. I can't understand the AI agencies one. That's weird. But there's stablecoin financial services. I'm not into that stuff. And then AI for government says the first wave of AI companies has helped businesses and normal people fill in forms and complete online applications with unprecedented speed and accuracy. On the flip side, many of these forms will be received by local, state, and federal government, where there's currently printing them out and processing by hand. Yeah, that's definitely something that people should get into because as you said, like a lot of people are creating these farms and stuff using AI. So it's like you have to have some way to manage that, right? And then there is modern, see if modern metal mills. It's I'm not even gonna read that one. AI guidance for physical work. You know that scene in the Matrix? Yeah, I think I watched this one. Large spatial models. Large language models have driven most of the recent breakthrough in AI, but their impact has been constrained to domains that can be expressed primarily through language, unlocking the next wave of AI capability and enabling artificial intelligence will require models that are capable of spatial reasoning. Today's systems can handle limited spatial tasks such as basic relationship or depth estimation, but they cannot robustly reason about spatial manipulation, 2 and 3D features, the relationship or operations like mental rotation. This limit AI ability to understand and interact with physical world. This is the opportunity to build a large spatial reasoning models that treat geometry and physical structure as first-class primitives, not approximations layered on top of language. Such models would enable AI systems to reason about and design real-world objects and environments. A company that succeeds in building this capability could define the next AI foundation model on the scale of OpenAI or Anthropic. Infra for government fraud hunters. Make LLMs easy to train. It says training large language models is still surprisingly difficult. My co-founder Eric and I spent many years training diffusion and large language models at Pen of Soup, and despite make LLMs easy to train. Okay, these are some interesting requests. What do you guys think about these requests? I think I need to take a 5 minute break. Probably the best way to do it, right? Take a break in between. I'm back from my break. So I'm back from my break, and yeah, we're gonna continue just kind of vibing. So we were looking at the these companies, they're pretty interesting, right? But at the same time, it's not like, okay, they're not necessarily better than what I'm making, right? Because I'm making open verb. Open verb is higher level because it's a infra company. It's infrastructure for AI. So OpenVerb is an AI native infrastructure project, and basically this is what I applied with. So there's this is the OpenVerb framework that allows you to build AI native apps. So if you Google OpenVerb, then you're gonna get an explanation of what it is. So for example, if you Google OpenVerb framework, it's gonna explain to you what it is. It says OpenVerb framework is a capability-driven framework for building AI native apps where applications are defined as capabilities instead of traditional hosts or pages. This approach unifies UI, API, AI integration, paywalls, and analytics into a single execution pipeline, eliminating duplicated logic across layers. So it continues to explain like a verb represents an action, such as create item or send email, with strict inputs and output schemas. The same verb operates UI, AI commands, API endpoints, and monetization rules, all enforced through a central policy engine. This same execution path works for UI, AI, external API calls, and paywall checks. For AI native apps, automatic AI introspection of verbs, no duplicate tool definitions, unified policy enforcement. So this is what I applied with. So it's an infrastructure or infra startup, and sometimes infra startups are kind of sketchy because it has to be adopted and stuff. But I think OpenVerb it would be a great thing to apply with because a lot of these other companies might need stuff like this to even create what they're building. So I applied with this one, and hopefully I get in. take another 5 minute break. So I'm back from that break, and then yes, I'm just checking nobody's in the stream. Yo, this is a crazy stream today. I guess it's because I haven't been streaming. YouTube might have decided to kind of. I wasn't serious, right? YouTube's like, this guy isn't serious about this thing. But yeah, so today I didn't necessarily have it. I was going over these YC companies, which is a very interesting thing to do. Um, to see what um, scaling formal verification to accelerate scientific discovery. One robot, role models for VLA, EVAs, and training. And AI powered uranium extraction. AI native medical legal firm. Then ER and AI research lab focus on learning efficiency. AI supercharge humans for home care agency growth. We build radar for end-to-end autonomy. Mimic users in your production environment to catch agent fails. AI law firm, AI powered reconciliation for AI powered payment companies, autonomous loan servicing and collection, AI SRE agent that triggers coordinates and fixes production accidents. AI agents for video work outside NLE. The agentic drug company. We simulate human biology, personalized notifs and attribution for consumer and self-service apps, financial infrastructure for agent economy, AI luxury for e-commerce brands, multi-chain deposit and payment infrastructure, internet scale marketplace for robot training data, first AI QA engineer that understands your code base, AI agents for automate hardware procurement, automating exterior stacks in warehouses, adaptive healthcare admin agents, terminal use for yourself or background agents, inference at light speed, AI platform for precision outload cascade, making autonomous intelligence safe and reliable, protect, monitor, and defend your. It said it's overshoot makes it easy for developers to build and run real-time vision applications. AI can see and understand the physical world. This unlocks new applications in physical security, safety, gaming, robotics, general consumer products. Soon, video agents will watch your home and your pet when you are away. However, existing platforms make it painful for developers to build these real-time applications. Slow inference, limited model availability, break at scale. So I think this is a very interesting company because of what they're doing. Because even for me, from what I'm building, especially because I'm building Open Verb, which is an AI native action language. So basically, that's like basically it's basically turning the AI into a blind person, basically, right? He's able to do stuff, but he's not able to see. That's what I built, Open Verb, right? It's an AI native action language. But with this company, then it's like giving all those action sites, so it's much better this way, right? So I think this company is great. Overshoot. And then I had passed a few other companies. I think this one was AI Cardinal AI powered AI platform for precision outbound. I don't know what that is. Making autonomous intelligence safe and reliable. And then I think I heard about this one for self terminal use. Such a weird name, but I guess cross layer labs. Protect, monitor, and defend your internet presence. I think that's definitely important, you know. Open source agentic development environment. M dash. Yeah, I think this one might be a cool one too. It's an open source agent first development environment. M dash enables engineering teams to develop software faster by running multiple coding agents in parallel. We're an open source and provide agnostic desktop application. So Codex, Cloud Code, Gemini, AMP. So they provide a website. They provide an open source coding software, I guess. I'm still trying to find out why my coding software is not doing so well. These guys are able to get in. Use any agent. Mdash works with 20 plus coding agents. Mix and match. I'm gonna have to try them out. Mdash. Over 60K downloads. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try this out eventually. But I can't seem to understand what they do. They say open source agentic development environment. Your coding agent dashboard code purely by orchestrating agents. run multiple in parallel, each isolated in their own Git work tree. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. So I'm gonna leave this one open because I might have to come back to it myself. But you can see like there is like so many different coding agents out there, coding companies, and they have Origami Robotics, and I like the name. I think it might be a Japanese company, right? Or it sounds Japanese to me. Yeah, seems like the guys there. These guys are Japanese. I'm not sure what they are, but the name itself. We're building a manipulate anything. We're building we're building a manipulate anything model with a robot hardware that embodies it. We design an hand-based data collection device and a high. Yeah, these robotic companies direct drive robotic hand that watch each other exactly, enabling it to eliminate embodiment gap and collect reader data and deploy it directly. Yeah, I'm not into robotics, but it sounds interesting. I did make a robotics demo that I had showed. I did make a robotics app for OpenVerb. I think it's called Robot. If I search for robot, it might come up. But it was just a lightweight demo, and I think there was like a few flaws in it that I still need to go back and fix. So this is what my robot demo had looked like the last time I checked it. If I click on change, if I click on um, lights off, it's supposed to trigger the robot to go and turn the lights off. But it seems like there's a few errors with the AI. It's like it has like a few problems. When I was developing it locally, it was working fine. So this was one of my demos that I made when I was building the OpenVerb. When I initially built OpenVerb, I was trying to build some demos, and this one was one of them. So you can see the AI isn't moving, even though the AI said, I have initiated a task to turn off all the lights in the house. The robot is currently compiling the sequence, completing the sequence. The robot hasn't moved from where it's at. So that's like some error in the execution logic. If I go to lights off, it's gonna try to do it. But I think this is, you can see that there is a problem. It's gonna try to turn off the lights. That's the AI pilot. I'm not sure. Basically, I was building this to show how OpenVerb can actually cause an AI to actually do stuff. But when I deployed it, I didn't bother to clean out the code. That's why it cranked the lightest. That's okay. But I'm not deep into robotics like these guys. Like these guys are like deep into robotics. I just built this as a demo. For example, if I click this, it's supposed to do let it do stuff, but it's not working. It needs to fix it. There's a lot of if I could clean trash, I need to click reset world, and then click this. It's gonna try to. It's supposed to throw the trash out. That's not working. I could fix all of these probably, but I just haven't gotten around to do it. But that was one of my demos that I was working on. Open verb robot actions that I didn't bother to fix. And I'm not gonna do it today either. So this robot company is pretty interesting. They're deep into robotics. I just built because I built an action language. I decided to check it out. Um, then there's these other companies that I'm looking at. Maven, payments for voice agents. Um, AI agents for primary care. This is another robotics one. Agentic revenue growth for home service business. It's not. It says AI product specialist for customer facing teams. Guardrails to validate your agent's actions before they execute. Yeah, this company is basically like an AI actions company. I guess before they execute, your agent processed a refund without looking up the order ID, costing you thousands. You only found out 3 hours later from a support ticket evals output scoring. And observability can reduce the likelihood of mistakes like these occurring. But there is no solution that inspects and prevents an action as it about to execute. Sales does that. Yeah, this company probably has a lot of similar, not similarities, but it's like sits on a layer close to my layer. They're just making sure the action is right. Guardrails to validate your agent's actions before they execute. Because I created OpenVerb, which is the open standard for AI actions. So it's like I basically allow you to make these actions, but they supposedly help to make sure the actions are correct. So, which OpenVerb does that also, because OpenVerb is a deterministic action language. So, but it still needs something like that to help make sure the actions are right. So that's them, and then I think I select undo. That was a coding company that I wanted to look at, and then there's Be Safe AI, stopping scams before they reach your customers, stalk your prospects at scale. AI that automatically stalk your prospects at scale. That's funny. I like the way they term that. I need to check this one out. I like the funny ones like this. It said stalk your prospects at scale. That's funny, right? Yeah, I need to do that too. I need to stalk my prospects at scale. Definitely. Autumn is building the first real-time signal intelligence platform for go-to-market teams. We monitor posts, commits, blogs, and announcements servicing buying signals the moment they appear, define your ICP and signals that matter. And we deliver a condensed real-time feed filtered by intents. Yeah, yeah, I don't understand all of that, but I just like the stalk your prospect at scale thing. I find that really funny. Let me see what their website looks like. Well, this is a pretty interesting website. Launch YC. What? Book a call. Stalk your prospects. Autumn is building the first real-time signal intelligence with market teams. We monitor posts, comment blogs, announcements, find your SEP, and signals. That's interesting. I just like the way they termed it. Stalk your prospect at scale. That's funny. I need to do that too, man. I'm telling you. Where was I? There is Lucent. AI that automatically watches your session replays to detect bugs. Avoid 30% App Store tax by supporting direct billing in your app. Zero Settle, the first AI native messaging platform. What does that mean? Resonate. Building new products around information. Building new products around information, transformation, generative social intent, and generative UI. Resonate Chat, building new products around information, generative social content, and generative UI. Oh, that's interesting. Resonate.audio. Resonate, a new way to communicate. Wow. Download on the App Store. And this person is building something interesting. I like this thing that they did with the seem like these are sound bars. Like when you're talking, it has these little bars. I think that's what it's trying to do. But it has a mobile app that you have to download, so I can't see anything more about it. So if I click this, is not gonna it's gonna take me to their page, I guess, and I could see stuff. Yeah, and this is their app, Resonate Chat, voice messages, audio chat message app, and then chat voices, chat create videos from your messages, beautiful transcript and summaries. You won't believe what Jordan told me. Beautiful transcript summaries. See your voice messages come alive with smart formatting, edits, and images. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. So basically, when you send a message, supposedly it to like if you send like you would create a message as a regular message that you would send to your friend. It doesn't just send it like that. It sends it seems like with the smart formatting thing with headings and images, emotions and are extracted from your voice, not just the words. And I think this is interesting, but I'm still kind of like, for example, even this one. This is a weird app, but I guess It's definitely interesting, I could say. And then you have Maywood AI for MSA. What is MSA? Maywood automates your deal execution for investment banks. Yeah, this sounds like the name itself literally sounds like a bank, right? Maywood. It sounds like it sounds like a bank. Maywood. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a bank. Yeah, I'm not Maywood automates deal execution for investment banks from DEX to diligence. The Maywood platform. Let's see what the Maywood platform look like. Yeah, and it has that feel, man. It has that bank feel. It has a high level feel to it. You can see that this guy put a lot of work into the first. When you come on the screen and you see this nice image, man, you're like, yeah, this is where I should be, right? I like their landing page. It just has this nice image in the background. I think a lot more people should use images in their backgrounds instead of using like white backgrounds or the different colored backgrounds. And then they have this part. So Maywood, and then basically what they said on the landing page is AI-driven deal marketing intelligence. Automate your deal marketing process by with purpose-built AI that enhances every stage of the transaction lifecycle, from origination to execution to close. Yeah, I guess stuff like this is needed, especially now with AI and all these startups and all these different companies that are being created by these vibe coders. If you have if you have like something like this to help, like if you want to invest in a company, then you could use this to help to make the deal and everything. So it's introducing Maywood for deal making. So basically, if you want to make a deal with a vibe coder on his app, then you would use Maywood to help you to do that. I think this is a great platform, and I definitely think they have like a lot of opportunity coming up because a lot of people are creating some crazy stuff. So this is definitely something that's gonna have a lot of like people that's trying to use it, especially because they're in the same like same they came from that same school, right? That same vibe coding school. So they're like literally in the middle of everything. So yeah, this is an interesting one. And then if we continue, you see some other crazy companies that's out there. Let's see. There is this one. I'm not sure. Biosciences, set fire, Sidefire. I mean, marketing suite for agentic web. Wow, that's interesting. Um, Setfire or Sidefire. I mean, helps companies win customers on ChatGPT, Gemini, and AI agents. We identify content that drives AI visibility and recommend actions that work. Third party sites, content with new blog post, but we don't stop there. Setfire synthesizes the top site web pages into AI optimized, ready to publish web pages. You just publish and start winning. So they have a you know what I think? I think when you land on a page and you see all of these things, you're like, it's basically like what you're seeing when you land on a page is literally like you're seeing stuff that they're saying, okay, we're doing things, but obviously nobody's gonna understand all of these different jibber jabber stuff that's on the screen, right? But at least you know that they're doing stuff. I think that's why people do it. The only thing that you could possibly make out is this: improve your visibility in DeepSeek, all these different things, Cloud Code, right? I think that's the only thing that you could see. Every other thing is too much. And then if they have a blog, they said, if you go to the blog, said Fire blog, global AI search engine market share. Right. So yeah, so this is basically what this company is saying, Sidefire or Setfire. And they said help companies win customers. And I think that's definitely good because like when you ask ChatGPT something, if it's able to recommend this company, then obviously that's great because like a lot of people use it. Setfire. Origin AI for safer cell and gene therapeutics. And then Vela AI scheduling assistant that truly knows you. Wow, that's interesting. Is the AI scheduling assistant built to handle the ambiguity that breaks scheduling? It has taste. It knows to prioritize client over an internal catch up, and it understands. So basically, this is an AI assistant, like it's ChatGPT for scheduling. I guess that's great. Like, I guess if ChatGPT did that, then you wouldn't. This company would be um non-existent, right? But ChatGPT doesn't help you to make schedules, so they must have a web. They must have. I think they should have a mobile app because you would want to have the app on your phone. Scheduling solved. Wow, that's the best way to say it, right? Scheduling solved. And then they supposedly say they have all of these companies, which I don't necessarily believe, but I guess they could have them. But I don't know. I think this is just like this generic thing that they do, and I think it's legal to do it. But they could have all of these companies. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. Scheduling solved. So is an AI scheduling assistant built to handle ambiguity that breaks scheduling. It has taste, it knows to prioritize. Let's do early next week without settling specific parameters. You just add Vela to the conversation and enters the white glove negotiation as a member of your team, even at scale. Today Vela is already used by professionals with the most complicated scheduling workflows. They're basically trying to eat Calendly's food, I guess. They're trying to eat Calendly's food and all of these other companies' food, I guess. How much food and time will Vela return to you? Adjust the sliders. Yeah, I think it's a great project. I think it's a great project. They have this thing right here that you have to put on your thing when you get. So this is an interesting one. It's basically scheduling with AI. So you go to product, go to scheduling friction is costing you placements. So it's basically like one landing page, and it has like this different thing that takes you to different parts of the page. Wow. They might have to eventually change to a different thing, but it's pretty interesting. Or they could make it more comprehensive. I guess I don't know, like get into other stuff. And they have Condor Energy OS enabling reliable, cheap, and sustainable electricity supply. Multilingual voice agents could save human escalation when needed. Central production monitoring for AI products. Well, that's definitely something that's gonna be um, useful because it's like production monitoring for AI products, and we know that AI hallucinates. So basically, if we have Central, then they're gonna be able to um, help with that, right? They're gonna be able to monitor production AI applications. So that's definitely gonna be useful. Let me see what their thing looks like. It's just two guys. And then, yeah, definitely, this is what they said: catch AI drift before your users do. Yeah, so definitely, that's what I said, right? So, how does it work? The platform to ship better agents. See, analyze, fix. Press down. Start monitoring. And then they have this pill thing that they get when they get in. Right. So there. So that's basically what they're doing. And then if we continue, it's an interesting company. They have Beyond Reach Labs, space solar array that grow the size of a football field in orbit. Beyond Reach Labs, space solar array that grow to the size of a football field in orbit. Can you guys believe this? These guys are supposedly going to launch this thing into space and then turn it into the size of a football field. And it's like a solar system. It's like a spatial solar system. You guys really believe this? This is crazy, but and I guess doesn't doesn't space have like little stones and stuff that might hit you? Yeah, I don't know if this man. I like this page though, man. Like this page is killing it. This is probably one of the best pages I've ever seen. What is this? You have to stop. This page is crazy. I like the color. I like this green they found, man. This green is killing it. And these guys did like a really good job with their page. Man, I'm telling you, like this page is built different. And you could see the satellite and stuff that you could click on it too. Man, this is one of those pages that you have to admire. So you have to click. This is the Earth. You click Earth. You click Earth, and then it does this. So what else does it do after you click on it? This is crazy. These guys really expect people to believe this stuff. What? This is a solar Range Rover on the moon or something? These guys are bugging. What? What? Man, this is a really great website though. I think this website is one of the best websites I've actually ever seen in my entire life. Just by landing on the landing page. You see that they did put a lot of effort into it. Back. There you go back. Whoa, man. This is one of those demos, man, that you have to see it. Like, man, like this is crazy. Scroll to explore. Wow. I think I had one website that had this thing on it, this little pill thing. I was working on that website recently too, but I didn't finish it. But it's interesting though. If you click on the moon, so the moon is what's following the Earth like that. Man, that's crazy. So the moon has to continually follow the Earth like that. Man, imagine if the Earth speeds up and then the moon is get left behind. Like, what's gonna happen? Wow, it has to catch up to it and pass it. Wow, that's crazy. I can't understand that, but I guess that's supposedly what's happening. But I love their website though. It's really interesting. Beyond Reach Labs. I think their website is very interesting. Go to team, it takes you. So they just have a landing page. There isn't anything else. It's just a landing page, and that's how you know that this is like a really early stage thing. But like the landing page is so good. Even if you click get in touch, it's still the same landing page. There isn't any other page. It's just one page. And these are the companies that you have to be careful of because like man, this company is interesting. I like the landing page a lot. What's up? I'm here. Just trying to look at a few companies that that recently got into YC for the winter batch. I'm trying to look at the different companies. I was just looking at this company called I think it's Reach, Beyond Reach, and then there is there is Bits Fast and Safe Open Claw on the cloud. What is this? That's what the cursor on the cursor people said. What is this? He's always saying that. What is this? Get your personal OpenClaw instance on the cloud and connect to your Slack or other messaging app in 3 minutes. Pre-install security features and common skills. Get your OpenClaw personal assistant in 5 minutes. Clause is an OpenClaw. So the name of the company is Bits. So why are they talking about clause? Company launches. Clause, get your OpenClaw personal assistant in 5 minutes. I'm confused. But if you go to their website, then I guess you would see Meet Clause. So then they changed the name of the company to Clause or something. I can't understand what's going on in this. So his name is Bits. Use Bits, or Bits is the name of the parent company. It seems like, and then they have the like the app or the whatever the product that they're selling name is Clause or something. Meet Clause. And then it says your personal AI assistant chat with Clause in Slack, Telegram, or on the web. He learns your workflow, manages tasks, and get things done. Wow. I would use this stuff, but I heard it's really dangerous for security purposes, so I haven't actually tried using it. And it says powered by OpenClaw. Can you believe this? I've never actually even went to the OpenClaw page. Let me see. I've actually never went to their page because I just haven't been. I haven't got into the hype of. I just didn't get into the hype of it, you know. It's OpenClaw. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna get into this stuff, but it's. I heard all about it, you know. Quick start. Work with everything. WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, Cloud Code, GPT, Spotify, Obsidian, Twitter. What? How does it work with everything? Is this crazy or something? How can it? It must use a lot of It must use a lot of screen like there isn't. It's not possible for it to work with everything. Like how is it able to do the stuff? Like is it able to move the cursor on your computer by itself or something? I can't understand like how they say it's able to do everything. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me. I need to really research how OpenClaw works because I really don't know how it works. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to help me with that in the chat. How does OpenClaw work? How is it able to do everything? Yeah. How do you guys think OpenClaw is able to do everything? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to help me with that. Let's see.
I'm going to assume you mean OpenClaw in the context of AI agents, automation systems, since you've been building things like OpenVerb, AI Custodian, etc. If you're referring to a different OpenClaw, tell me which one. In the AI automation context, tools like OpenClaw, or similarly named agent frameworks, don't actually do everything. They look powerful because they combine several layers into one cohesive system. Let's break down how systems like that typically work. Number one, the illusion of doing everything. When you see an AI agent clicking buttons, editing files, browsing websites, running code, filling forms, installing packages, it feels like magic. But under the hood, it's usually just four core components working together. One, reason LM,
2. Tool action execution. 3. Context awareness. 4. Feedback loop. Number 2. The brain, LLM layer. At the core is a large language model, like GPT class models. The model interprets the user's instruction, breaks it into steps, chooses which tools to use, plans the execution sequence. It doesn't directly do things. It outputs something like, you can see the code in our conversation history, that's just a plan. Number 3, the execution layer, the claw. This is the important part. The system connects the model to browser automation, Playwright, Puppeteer, file system access, terminal commands, APIs, databases, OS-level input simulation. So when the model says, open quote, click the submit button, close quote, the execution layer locates the element, triggers the click event, returns result data back to the model. This is similar to Replit agents, OpenAI tool calling, computer use agents, browser use agents. It's not magic, it's controlled function execution. Number 4, context awareness, why it feels smart. Advanced agents also take screenshots, parse DOM structure, read page HTML, observe console errors, track UI state, then they feed that back into the model as context. Example loop, model clicks a button. 2, execution layer takes a screenshot. 3, screenshot is analyzed. 4, model sees an error. 5, model adjusts strategy. That feedback loop is what makes it feel autonomous. Number 5, the recursive planning loop. The real power comes from this pattern. You can see the code in our conversation history. This loop continues until the goal is achieved or a failure condition occurs. That's what gives it that it can do anything vibe. Number 6, what it's not doing. It's not thinking independently, running infinite reasoning, actually understanding software architecture, creating new physics. It's executing predefined capabilities very quickly, in a tight feedback loop, with a strong planner. Number 7, why this matters for you, open verb context. Roman, this is exactly why your open verb idea is interesting. Systems like OpenClaw use implicit tools, often rely on fragile UI automation, don't have deterministic execution guarantees. What you're building with open verb: explicit verbs, structured execution, permissioned actions, deterministic runtime. That's actually more powerful long term. Open clause style agents equals UI level automation. Open verb style systems equals protocol level execution. Huge difference. Number 8, how it does everything. It doesn't. It just has access to many tools, a reasoning model, a feedback loop, permission to execute. Give any system browser control, terminal control, API access, file system access, and it will appear godlike, but it's still bounded by permissions, APIs, execution environment. If you want, I can break down how to build your own OpenClaw style system, compare OpenClaw versus OpenVerb architecture, show you the exact components needed to replicate it, or analyze a specific implementation if you link it. What angle do you want to go deeper into?
What do you guys think I should do next? OpenClaw. Yeah, this is crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Tash, build your own OpenClaw style system. Practical breakdown. An OpenClaw style agent is basically LLM planner plus tool router, executors, browser OS code, observations memory, safety gates, loop controller. Core architecture, minimum viable. A orchestrator, the loop, maintains state, goal, plan, progress, failures, runs the loop, plan, act, observe, update, repeat, enforces time step limits, retries, back off. B. Tool router takes LLM output and dispatches to executors, validates inputs, types, allow domains, allow listed commands, normalizes results into a standard observation format. C. Executors, the claw, pick 1 to 3 to start, browser executor, playwright best, puppeteer, code executor, run Python node in sandbox, Docker Firecracker, file executor, read write within a workspace directory, API executor, call HTTP endpoints, your services, optional later, OS executor, mouse keyboard control, riskier, flaky. D observer, browser, screenshots, DOM snapshots, console logs plus network errors, code std out, sestd plus exit code, produced files. Files, diffs plus metadata, feeds these back to the LM as what happened. E-memory, short-term, current page state, task context. Long-term, embedding store, past successful plans, common fixes. Tool traces what actions were taken for audit plus debugging. F safety's policy, allow list domains, file paths, commands, API endpoints. Permission prompts. This will delete files, send email, charge card allow. Secrets handling. Never let the model see raw keys. Inject at executor layer only. Rate limits and human in the loop for high impact actions. The loop that makes it feel autonomous. A good agent loop usually uses 2 LLM modes. 1. Planner. Given goal plus current observations, choose next tool call us. Outputs structured actions, JSON only. 2. Critic. Verifier. Did we actually accomplish subgoal? Detects hallucinated success and forces rechecks. A typical loop. 1. User goal. 2. Gather initial context, URL, files, etc. 3. Planner selects action. 4. Execute tools. Observe results. 6. Critic verifies progress. 7. Repeat until done.
Yeah, I was trying to go over the entire open cloud thing, but I'm not gonna waste my time to do it. So let's just continue. So this next company is Rev1, shortening hardware design cycles by automating past CAD work. Shorten hardware design cycles by automating post CAD work. Rev1 says Rev1 automates the creation of manufacturing ready 2D drawings from 3D CAD files. Mechanical engineer speed 25% of their time manually creating these drawings, a tedious but critical step for every manufacturing part. Rev1 reduces the process from hours to minutes, generating drawings with proper automations and tolerancing for engineers and focus on design instead of documentation. Rev1. Engineering drawings in minutes, not hours. AI-powered GD&T automation for mechanical engineers. From vision to production. I think I saw another company that was doing the same thing called Auroran CAD. So they're doing like same thing like that. Communicate your design intent in 3D. Start with your 3D model and tell Rev1 what matters, which surfaces are critical, what type of fits are required. Imagine explaining the part you your coworker while spinning the CAD. Yeah, I think I saw another company called Auroran CAD that's literally in the same batch or the previous batch. Um, might have been in the previous batch. Yeah, this is it, and it's Winter 26. It's in the same batch, Auroran CAD, and then they're doing the same exact thing. It says the first CAD software is slow. The first CAD software is slow, and the second designing what it is tedious process with many steps. Auroran solves both of these problems by being a CAD software built from the ground up on a modern tech stack with AI at its heart. Building the CAD kernel lets us fully leverage AI while modernizing execution speed. Almost all existing CAD software, SolidWorks, Fusion 360, Onshape, uses the same couple of underlying CAD kernels built in the 80s. It's common for these programs to take 4 hours to open a file. Auroran uses a modern parametric BREP driven CAD kernel built to take full advantage of modern CPUs and GPUs and be AI native. Wow, it's I think I saw his I think I yeah, I think I did go on their website before.
Engineers build satellites and rockets and robots and so much more that the world desperately needs. Engineers use CAD software to bring ideas to reality. The problem is CAD is painfully slow and tedious. Auroran is fixing that. We built new CAD software from the ground up, making a new CAD kernel designed for rapid execution speed and to be AI native. Here's what that speed looks like in practice. This part took about 20 minutes to make in SolidWorks. In Auroran, just a single natural language prompt in seconds. Auroran is full mechanical CAD software with sketches, constraints, assemblies, mates, and all the other features you'd expect. With Auroran, you can work in natural language or standard CAD UI. Its AI agent can generate 3D parts with constrained sketches, complete with GD&T tolerances through model-based definitions. And then it can generate your engineering drawings for you. Teams are already switching from their existing CAD software to Auroran, and others are using it for rapid prototyping alongside their existing tools. If you would like your engineering team to move way faster, reach out now.
Yeah, that guy is a genius. That guy is a genius. I can't believe he made this. Man. I guess I am a genius too. We're in the same camp. But yeah, I just like his demo. It's 1 minute talk about Auroran. It's just so interesting, man. Because I'm a civil engineer myself, so I know like how interesting it is to use CAD and stuff like that to draw stuff. So it's crazy that he's able to use AI to do natural language to draw it. So he could just paste all of this stuff in and then it draws this for you. That's crazy, right? That's another level of crazy. I guess that's why he said he had to rebuild the entire kernel to do it. Yeah, I think Auroran is really cool. I'm not sure about this other company called Rev One. Yeah, they seem like they're just they must have used the old system or something. I don't know, but it's just not. Drawing generation in minutes instead of hours. Yeah, let's just play their demo since
Most people think this is how engineers build things. Reality is far from it. For example, the car that you drive every day, your favorite vacuum cleaner. And this guy, each one of these products is made out of thousands of individual parts. And sure, engineering starts with 3D CAD. That's the fun part. But actually, to bring things into production, every single part needs a 2D drawing. And it can take more than 25% of the engineer's time. I've done hundreds of these drawings at Tesla and Apple. And trust me, it's brutal. Every drawing needs dimensions, tolerances, surface finish, manufacturing notes.
And they all have to follow this. Over 300 pages of rules. Get one symbol wrong, one tolerance off, that's a part that does not fit, a machine that does not work, a product launch delayed again and again. At Rev1, we turn 3D CAD into production-ready drawings in minutes instead of hours. Not by talking to a chatbot. Communicate your design intent directly in 3D. Then, we generate the drawing. Views, dimensions, GD&T, ready in minutes. Review each annotation with AI explanations, tweak, and approve. When it looks ready, export as PDF or back to your CAD PLM. This doesn't just make engineering faster, it changes what engineers get to spend their time on.
Less time drafting and more time solving the problems that actually matters.
Yeah, they seem pretty interesting too, I guess. Strength tracking wearable. Strength tracking wearable. What? Is this thing gonna test my strength when I wear it? That's funny. Cursor for patient attorney. Voyager. Real world place intelligence for AI app agents. Full seam. Orthogonal. I think I heard about this company, Orthogonal. Says APIs built for agents. Orthogonal fixed that. Developers and agents get instant access to hundreds of APIs through our MCP and SDK. No API key management, no building headaches, pay as you go. API provides list once and become instantly discoverable. Orthogonal. I think I definitely did see something about this company. Isn't orthogonal a direction or something? Maybe they should have made their slideshow go orthogonally or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that their name is orthogonal, so it says trusted skills and APIs. Find skill. Find and install skills. Send text messages. Send SMS messages to phone numbers. Use when the user asks to send a text. Send an SMS. Phone number. Use when the user asks to send an SMS. Someone message the phone number and send the notification via text message. Other info. Send a message, confirm delivery. Yeah, I think this company is pretty interesting. Basically, what they're doing is they're more acting like a company that helps you to understand what is behind all of this AI stuff, especially like the skills stuff, which is kind of vague to people that it's even vague to me because I'm not deep into like AI skill stuff like that. Because I'm building my own stuff, but it is pretty interesting. Like if you come on this site, you learn about these different features, like these skills, right? This thing they call skills, which is kind of vague, people. They have all the skills. So these are all the skills they supposedly have or something. I'm not sure. Email verification. Verify email address using one-time code via the dated API. So basically, these are the skill stuff that these people use. They're building stuff. These guys are like deep into that stuff, right? And then they have APIs. They have all of these APIs that they do. Hunter. Yeah, I think I heard about the Hunter. I tried to use it once, and then they have Nano Banana, which is like the image generation API thing. Yeah. And then they have download skill. So you could download the skill. If you click download skill, what's gonna happen? SDK skill, credit based, direct payment base. Aren't skills supposed to be free? I'm not sure. Because I don't even know what's a skill. But this company is pretty interesting because they're doing something to really inform people about what skills are and what this stuff is all about, I guess. Which is still not even clear. APIs weren't built for agents. Orthogonal fixes that. Developers and agents get instant access to hundreds of APIs through your MCP or SDK. No API key management, no building headaches. Pay as you go. API provides list once and become instantly discoverable. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. And Fenrock AI YC26, the most powerful AI agent for financial crime compliance. Strand AI curated multimodal datasets for biology AI. Hatchback cards. Library Labs, the next generation of intelligence layer for the physical world. They have AI agents for the supply chain. Dynamic pricing for business that sell time slots. Yeah, it's agents for supply chain. Let's check out this one. Pollinate says supply chains still run on spreadsheets and inboxes because ERPs are rigid and the data is messy. We're solving this problem by building an ontology where agents can operate and provide outcomes for our customers. We start with procurement by automating three-way match, extracting supplier invoices and email and matching them to the correct PO and receipt across ERPs. Those are some big words. This is their website. Uh, They have this little butterfly thing because they're called pollinate. That's interesting. And there isn't any scroll bar. You have to literally scroll all of this by yourself. You don't even know how far you are from the end of it. That's so weird. These guys are crazy. It's actually pretty short. We we are live now. Book a demo. Supply chain execution for procurement teams. And I guess this is their interface for their product or something. I don't know. Pretty weird, if you ask me. Let's build your supply chain. Make it prosper. Wow. Yeah, this company doesn't even have any about us, nothing. It's like blank here and it's blank at the top. I guess they have this section. They don't have any footer or they don't have any header. I don't know why they build it like this. I don't know, maybe that's what they were told to do. I don't know, but it's so weird. Book call. Yeah, I was gonna click on that one, but I'm not going to. We have an AI trading system for commodities markets. Wow, Axis. And I think this guy is gonna get in. I have there's another YouTuber that is doing something similar. He's building this thing called Prisma. What is this? It's weird. Multiple models analyze where the margin unit is clearing, inflection monitoring customized by product, route, and horizon. So they're basically building an AI thing that monitors and trades stocks for you or something. You're gonna lose all of your money doing this stuff. And they also don't have any scroll bar. Man, these guys are crazy. Hopefully nobody uses this and loses all their money. Crude oil. I guess they're only doing commodities, so you have to have a lot of money to be doing this, right? Normally you're probably just doing it for your business. But I don't like this thing that they have right here. It's kind of scary to me. What's wrong with this thing? Well, they got a new company on it. 9 Mothers AI weapon system. What? This is crazy. Isn't this what Anthropic was talking about recently? We're making AI weapon system for the modern battlefield. What? These guys are crazy. These guys are crazy. What do you guys think? Do you think it's okay to be making AI weapon systems? Web 1, and I don't want to see Web 1 orthogonal. We're making AI weapon system for the mod. Our first product, EDDA, is a small, low power, low cost, fully autonomous, capable counter drone system. It's designed to be used on vehicles, bases, or carried to stop Group 1 suicide drones. Tech co-founder, we love the old internet and complains about the new one. Build counter drone systems. Yeah, these guys are like crazy. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. What? Spring? And they're the first company to get into the spring batch? That's crazy. What do you guys think about this company? Look, they're the first company to get into the spring 2026 batch. And look at what they're saying they're building. We're making AI weapon systems for the modern battlefield. And this person says, making AI weapon system. And then this other person says, building counter drones. Well, I guess those are okay, but this person is literally saying, making AI weapon system. Like, these are the things that the entropic people are talking about. They don't like, they want to make this thing, it's dangerous, right? Shotgun ride tool for small drones. Totally passive zero signature. Course tracking using intrinsic acoustics. F1 inspired lightness. Contact 9modders.com. I think their name is crazy. 9modders. That's crazy. 9modders defense. That's the craziest name ever. Yeah. Maybe I should apply here. 9modders. They have AI engineer. Maybe I should apply to this place and work with them and make OpenVerb what they use to power their the AI weapon system. That's what I should do, right? No, that's not what I should do. That's funny. Computer vision engineer. They have applied machine learning engineer. Digital signal processing engineer. Robotics engineer. System engineer. Man. 9modders defense. Application screen phone call 30-minute virtual interview with co-founder. Paid intake. Paid take home. $500 for 48 hours. Reviewer. Virtual interview with co-founder number 2, 45 minutes. In-person visit to Austin offer. Wow. That's not bad, right? Yeah, these guys are building the AI native weapon system. And it's crazy because they're the first spring batch. I guess it's all about money. So where were we? Rev 1, and then I think we were continuing. I think I saw Voyager and then General Legal. Yeah, native law firm for growth stage companies. Yeah, native device job automation. Full seam. He's an AI employee for finance and accounting teams. Yeah, I think I did a lot of yeah, I think I was far more than that. Orthogonal, I did look at that one. Pollinate, I did look at that one. Roaring, yeah, roaring. Mousecat, the AI toolkit for risk teams. ARC Price Foundation, Polymath, automating oil environment generation. Anyone can create real games with AI. Yeah, I think I need to check this one out. Does anyone build and publish games using plain English prompts? Wow, that's insane. Let us see what they have so far. Wow. These guys are doing some crazy stuff. Let me see what this one looks like. Sign in to comment, to add a comment. Click screen to start. Does it actually work? Right? If I click play, loading. Click screen to start. Select a track to begin. This is crazy. So you could make this in one prompt? I can't believe this. This is insane. There's no way you could build this in one prompt. Oh, they got like a speed thing. See if I can get that one. Yo. Oh crap. Yo, I fell off. Shit. Okay, this is crazy. I can't believe this. So this is supposedly this YC company. They said you could build traditional game development requires learning complex engines, managing asset and code, and going rigid workflows, making it slow and accessible for most people. With CodeWisp, users decide the game they want. CodeWisp generates the game's code, structure, and assets, and user can refine it with follow-up prompts. This makes it possible to go from idea to a playable web game in minutes without prior game development experience. Wow, that's interesting. And then if we go back to the screen, we could see all of the different games they have already created. So they have um, Dungeon Dash. I don't want to play that one, but this is definitely interesting. Merge Defense Ultimate. So these are all the games that were created already. You have more top recently updated new. If I click new, so what do you guys think about this company? did you recreate NVIDIA RTX? Simple E prompted an AI to do it. This fire. I skipped the finish line and went around again. I got first place. This was made with AI, right? Cause how did you make graphics? I know this guy, but the graphics are made by a human. I keep flying off the side of the cliff. Save. But yeah, these guys are crazy, man. I think this one is insane. So, what do you guys think about this project? I think it's great. Let me see. I think this one might be a good one too. Says, dude, cosmic clicker gives me a headache. This is better. Not that this one is. Yo, why are they recommending clanker games, bro? Cosmic clicker is better. Fine. How does this work? You click it, then what? If you click this thing, what happens? Anyways, what is this? This is the craziest game ever. I guess it's good for kids that want to make something for themselves. I guess you could possibly make something really good with it if you know the code, because they said you have to continually build it out or something. So I would definitely check that one out if I had the time to do it. So let's continue. We have balance, payroll for performance, agentic offense, security at scale, diving, Tucker's dive gear. Your hotel best employees, Lens. Automates admin for aircraft technicians, drone detector, technology to detect hostile drones, Crow, until 2026. Yeah, this company was one that is very similar to my company, OpenVerb, but they're focusing on chatbots. So Crew lets users control your app through chat, connect Crow's AI agent to your product, and users can type what they want instead of clicking through menus. Crow connects to your APIs and data sources, navigates your UI, and executes real actions. Set guardrails, define workflows, track every interaction, and deploy in under a week. No rebuilding required. So they're basically using something like OpenClaw to do it, I heard. But they have a cool website. I went on it before. And I remember when I looked at it the first time, it just had UC Berkeley on it. But it seemed like they've been continuously working on the product to show to show crow. I think I like the name. It's like a crow. I think they should have used a crow like actual crow, but they used like a slash, three different slashes to show it. Crow. Ex-military officer at Singapore Armed Forces. So this company is using like an open class style system to do actions inside of websites, and they have like an executor that completes the task that they host. So you have to connect to it and stuff. They have pricing. It says free, perfect for trying out Crow. Generous feature, premium model available. Let's talk. For teams ready to scale. Unlimited responses for deployed engineer, custom platform integrations, and docs. Docs.usecrow.ai. So this is an interesting company. It's actually has a very similar stack to, not necessarily a stack, but it's the way they do their thing is different from OpenVerb, because OpenVerb was created from scratch. It's literally a totally new way of building software, but um, this company does it's able to give you a chatbot that could do stuff for you, supposedly. Composer, compressor, LLM native context compression. Forum, the first regulated exchange to trade on attention. I think that's interesting. AI document workflow for enterprise, automate any enterprise workflow through chat. Energy independent data centers. Cumulus Labs. Performance serverless GPU interface. AI drone system for defense. AI-powered grid planning. Retrieval. Fran. I think I saw a company like this before, ramen. It's very interesting the way they did that with the ramen. Man, I think it's, I knew it was like I thought it would have been like some Japanese people, but it seemed like they were just Asians in general. Ramen. And intelligently automate any super complex repetitive process across applications super fast. It doesn't matter whether you have API access or not. If you can see it, Ramen can do it. Oh, that's interesting. These are some very interesting companies. They have this one called Ramen that's it's basically supposedly automates repetitive tasks. And I think there's a lot of these companies that automate repetitive tasks. And that's why I think OpenVerb is such a powerful idea because OpenVerb provides a way to build AI native applications. So in the future, when these applications want to expose capabilities, they could use the OpenVerb framework to do that. And then it makes it easier to automate instead of using like screenshots and dumb manipulations and stuff like that, like Playwright and all these different things. Um, the AI could literally complete the task for you. But I just had like a crazy idea of when I was looking at this one, I think like creating like well, I guess it's what I already created. But I was thinking of making it easier, like if the AI is able to expose if your website is able to expose the capabilities without having to recode anything. So it's like I think that might be possible. But the way I'd approached it before was that you would have to refactor code. But it might be just that you might just need to install something, I guess. And they have visible semiconductors, sidekit, potent, one package to take your mobile app to production. Turns passive surveillance into proactive systems. Multimodal data provider for robotics. Yeah, this is the one that I saw. It's like this gaming thing also. How does it do that? And you can't even see other parts of the world, I guess. You just have to see this part. You click get started. Continue as guest. I don't know if it connected to my GitHub. What is this? Sorry. Presets. Recently started. Flags. Recent games. Presets. World War II. Wow. Let me see if this one play now. How does it do this though? Who do you want to play as? USA. No. I want to play as Germany. Easy. Start game. Creating your game. Is it creating my game or is it just starting the game? Start playing. So what am I doing? Advisor. close. So how does the game actually work? Like, how do I start walking and killing people? No, how do I start walking to see to explore the the interface? So weird. This is so weird, man. I can't even understand what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. How do I start playing the game though? Tutorial. Start playing Zoom to scroll to Zoom. See history changes. Start playing. I can't understand how this game works. This doesn't make any sense. God. World War II. Modern day. These people are crazy. Play now. It says they're saying people are playing this thing, but nobody understands how it works. USA. Play as USA. Possible. Historia. This is not a game. This is a historical world engine or something. It's more like a world engine, I think. I don't think it's a game. I think it's like it's not a game. It's like what history should have always been. But I think they should have more like documentation in it. Like for example, you could possibly click on a state or something and it shows you information or something. And I don't even know where they got this weird ass map from. I think it's a map library. I got into this dumbass map recently too. It's the worst map ever. This is not a game. If you zoom in like this, what does it do? It didn't say it was a game, but it came off as a game. Like, look what it said. It said the first AI-powered grand strategy platform. Grand strategy is like a game, right? This doesn't make any. This is one of the stupidest things ever. It's literally drained my energy from me. And then I think this company says they're in the spring 2026 batch. Or are they even in the spring 2026 batch? And they're all the way down here. AI voice and chat agents for sales and customer support at large business B2C. YC phone here. Summer 15 X26. Building AI call center for some of the biggest business enterprise in the world. Previous built self-driving cars and aero robotics. This is insane. I guess that guy is like one of those geniuses or something. So what do you guys think about these companies? There is legal iOS. But there's a lot of companies. I can't go over all of them. Probably gonna take another break. So I'm back from my extended break. I just went to eat some lunch, eat somebody's lunch, and then I'm back with continuing to. I'm probably gonna work on one of my projects now. I think I did a lot too much of that YC stuff. So let me close those tabs out. Maybe we'll try to look at it another time. So this was the app I created recently, and it is doing pretty good right now. This is the current version of it. I actually tested it. I tested main features earlier today, and it was working fine. So it is doing okay. Let's see it on Gumroad. That was it on sale. I was just checking something on my screen. That's okay. So, trying to figure out what I should do. I did have an idea to update the OpenVerb website. To show verb being executed.
Hash build your own OpenClaw style system, practical breakdown. An OpenClaw style agent is basically LLM planner plus tool router, executors, browser OS code, observations memory, safety gates, loop controller. Core architecture, minimum viable. A orchestrator, the loop, maintains state, goal, plan, progress, failures, runs the loop, plan, act, observe, update, repeat, enforces time step limits, retries, back off. B, tool router, takes LLM output and dispatches to executors, validates inputs, types, allow domains, allow listed commands, normalizes results into a standard observation format. C, executors, the claw, pick 1 to 3 to start, browser executor, playwright best, puppeteer, code executor, run Python node in sandbox, Docker Firecracker, file executor, read write within a workspace directory, API executor, call HTTP endpoints, your services, optional later, OS executor, mouse keyboard control, riskier, flaky, D-observer, browser, screenshots, DOM snapshots, console logs plus network errors, code std out, sestd plus exit code, produced files, diffs plus metadata, feeds these back to the LM as what happened, e-memory, short-term, current page state, task context, long-term embedding store, past successful plans, common fixes, tool traces what actions were taken for audit plus debugging, F safety's policy, allow list domains, file paths, commands, API endpoints, permission prompts. This will delete files, send email, charge card allow. Secrets handling, never let the model see raw keys, inject at executor layer only. Rate limits and human in the loop for high impact actions. The loop that makes it feel autonomous. A good agent loop usually uses 2 LLM modes. 1, planner. Given goal plus current observations, choose next tool call us. Output structured actions, JSON only. 2, critic, verifier. Did we actually accomplish sub-goal? Detects hallucinated success and forces rechecks. A typical loop. 1. User goal. 2. Gather initial context, URL, files, etc. 3. Planner selects action. 4. Execute tools. Observe results. 6. Critic verifies progress. 7. Repeat until done. Manage 3. OpenClaw usually wins by being great at observation. If you build only tool calling, it's meh. If you build tool calling plus strong observation, it becomes scary good. For browser tasks, your observation payload should include screenshot, current viewport, DOM tree summary, focus on forms, buttons, visible text, URL plus navigation history, console errors, network failures, blocked cores, 401, 403, timeouts. Then the model can say, the login button is disabled because field X is empty. We're on the wrong step, back up. The selector changed, use role-based selection. Hammer 4. The secret sauce is tool design, not prompting. Tools should be high level when possible. Instead of click selector, type selector text, add, click by text, continue, fill form, email password, extract table, download file. High-level tools reduce brittleness and token usage. 5 sandbox choices, how it safely runs code. Start simple, Docker container per run, fast enough for MVP, workspace mounted read-write, strict resource limits, CPU mem time, no outbound network by default or domain allow list. Upgrade later. Firecracker micro VMs for stronger isolation. Per tenant sandboxes if you're sassing it. Hander 6. Recommended build order, fastest to wow. 1. Browser executor, playwright. 2. Observer, screenshots, DOM summaries, console logs. 3. Orchestrator loop, planner's critic. 4. File executor, read-write project files. 5. Code executor, sandbox node Python. 6. Memory, embeddings, tool traces. 7. Permissions UX, allow this action. With just 1 to 3, you already get it can do everything vibes. 7. A clean internal interface, what your agent passes around. Use a standard schema for actions plus observations. Action tool, browser.click, browser.filled run, files write, args validated payload, expected outcome, what success looks like, important. Observation, status, okay error, summary human readable, artifacts, screenshot path, downloaded files, logs, structured, extracted data JSON, next hints, optional, e.g. login required. This lets you swap models, tools, and UIs without rewriting everything. OpenClaw versus OpenVerb architecture comparison. What OpenClaw style systems are optimized for goal get the job done on any interface. Works even when there is no API, uses UI automation, DOM, screenshots, and heuristics. Great for websites, legacy tools, messy workflows. Trade-offs. Fragile, UI changes break it. Harder to secure, clicking, typing can do damage. Hard to guarantee determinism, same task can take different paths. Auditing is messier. Why did it click that? Think of it as, open quote, a universal remote that presses buttons for you. Close quote. What OpenVerb is optimized for? Goal, make actions explicit, safe, and deterministic. Actions are declared as verbs with schemas, permissions, side effects. LLM plans? Runtime executes validated actions. Strong audit trail. What happened? Why? Inputs, outputs. Trade-offs. Requires integration work. Verbs must exist. Doesn't automatically handle random third-party UIs unless you wrap them. Best inside products you control or via partners. Think of it as, open quote, a standardized API action layer for agents. Close quote. Key differences. The money table in words. 1. Action surface. OpenClaw. UI DOM OS actions. Click type scroll. OpenVerb. Declared verbs. Survey.create. Invoice.send. 2. Reliability. OpenClaw. Medium. Brittle on UI change. High. Stable if verbs remain compatible. 3. Safety. OpenClaw needs heavy guardrails. Can misclick. Permissions and schemas are built in. 4. Observability and audit. OpenClaw screenshots logs, but intent is fuzzy. OpenVerb structured logs per verb call, deterministic traces. 5. Scalability across products. OpenClaw works everywhere, but becomes expensive to maintain. OpenVerb works where verbs exist, but scales cleanly once adopted. How they can work together, best of both. This is the strongest hybrid. Use OpenClaw for discovery plus fallback. Use OpenVerb for core operations. Example, if user says, create an invoice for job 123 and email it. Preferred, invoice.create plus invoice.send email, OpenVerb. If email provider is a random web UI, OpenClaw can drive Gmail UI only for that part. Or, OpenClaw can learn UI flows, and you convert stable flows into verbs over time. recorded macro, verb definition, deterministic runtime. That would make your ecosystem flexible on day 1, deterministic on day 30. If you want to build this your way, Roman style, given your open verb vision, I design your OpenClaw style system as claw equals just another executor behind verbs. A verb like web.ui.perform task spec. Internally, it uses browser automation. You can still permission it, log it, sandbox it. Later, you replace repeated UI tasks with real verbs. This keeps your platform coherent. OpenVerb stays the action protocol. Claw is a powerful adapter layer. If you want, I can write a full component list folder structure, Node.ts or Python, the exact action observation JSON schemas, a minimal playwright browser executor design with safety allow lists.
Maybe I should spin up cursor and try to work on something. Kind of low energy today. Maybe I should work on using anti-gravity to do something. Which project do I have today that I could work on?